You ever scroll through your feed and get that weird feeling that it knows you, like really knows you? It shows you exactly the stuff you want to see, exactly when you want to see it. Well, that's not magic, and you're not imagining it. There's a reason for that, and we're about to break down exactly how these perfectly curated little digital worlds of ours get built.
So let's just dive right in with the big question, the one that really gets to the heart of it all. Is your online world a window that's showing you this huge, diverse, complicated world out there? Or has it slowly turned into a mirror, just reflecting your own thoughts and beliefs right back at you? Just keep that question in the back of your mind as we go.
You know that feeling of being totally in sync with your feed, like it's a perfect reflection of you? Well, that's no accident. It's actually a sign that you're probably living inside something called an echo chamber.
So what is an echo chamber, really? At its heart, it's a bubble. It's a digital space where you mostly just see stuff that confirms what you already think. Kind of like shouting into a canyon and only hearing your own voice bounce back. That's the basic idea. Any different or challenging opinions, they tend to get filtered out, so you barely even know they exist.
And who's the architect of this custom-built room? Well, for the most part, it's those super powerful, personalized algorithms that are constantly deciding what gets to be in your feed and what gets left on the cutting room floor.
Right, so how does this actually work? How do these bits of code build these realities that feel so personal? Let's, pull back the curtain a little bit and look at the mechanics behind it all. It's actually pretty straightforward.
Probably the easiest way to wrap your head around it is to think of the algorithm as your own personal digital butler. Now, this butler has one main goal, one prime directive: to keep you happy, to keep you scrolling, to keep you engaged with the platform for as long as humanly possible. It's not evil, it's just really, really good at its job. And it does its job using a really simple but incredibly powerful feedback loop. It all starts with you. You click on a video, you like a post, you share an article. The algorithm sees that. It watches, it learns what you like, and then it goes, oh, you like that? Here's more of it. And your feed gets a little more personalized. Over time, this happens again and again and again, constantly reinforcing what you already believe, making that mirror shine just a little bit brighter every single day.
But here's where it gets really interesting. This isn't just a story about technology doing things to us. We are actually active participants in building these echo chambers, all thanks to some handy built-in filters we have in our own brains.
That's right. The algorithm has a very powerful partner in crime in all of this: our own psychology. We are just naturally hardwired to prefer things that feel familiar, things that feel comfortable, things that feel right.
And this is where the real magic, or maybe the real trouble, happens. Because these two forces, the tech and our brains, they're perfectly matched. On one hand, you've got the algorithm whose only goal is to keep you engaged by showing you stuff you like. And on the other hand, you've got our brains, which have this little shortcut called confirmation bias. It's a fancy term that just means we actively look for and prefer information that proves we were right all along. It's a perfect storm, really. A self-feeding loop that just gets stronger and stronger with every single click.
So, being in this comfy, customized world where everyone seems to agree with you, it feels good. Of course it does. But that comfort comes with a cost. So let's take a look at the real price we pay for living inside that echo chamber.
Okay, so just imagine for a second what an ideal information diet might look like. It'd be balanced, right? You'd get a healthy dose of different topics, some tech news, some politics, some science, some art, and, this is the really important part, some viewpoints that actually challenge what you think. This is the window we were talking about. But inside an echo chamber? Whoa, that balanced diet goes right out the window. One topic, one single point of view can completely take over, crowding out almost everything else. That big window to the world, it starts to shrink and shrink until it's barely a crack. And this huge, amazing world of ideas gets reduced to just a tiny sliver.
And this, right here, is the real cost. It's not just about missing out on a few articles. The sources we're drawing from are pretty clear on this. This constant reinforcement actually makes our perspective narrower. When we're never exposed to different ideas, it literally becomes harder for us to think critically. It makes us more polarized, and it makes it way easier for misinformation to spread. So what's the fix? Do we all have to delete our accounts and go live in the woods? No, of course not. The most powerful tool we have is actually much simpler. It's just becoming aware of the echo itself.
So if you remember one thing, remember this. This whole thing is a partnership between the algorithms and our own brains. They work together, by design, to narrow our worldview. But here's the good news. Just being aware of that, just knowing that this is happening, is a super powerful antidote.
It's the first and the biggest step toward being able to see beyond the mirror and get that wider view of the world back.
And I'll leave you with a little challenge, a question to chew on. Next time you're scrolling, just stop for a second and ask yourself, what is one idea, one belief that I have never seen challenged in my feed? The answer to that question might just show you exactly where the walls of your own echo chamber are.